Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Is it wrong to love the Murshid, and based on the Hadith that when you see a friend of Allah, one remembers Allah? How do we make Rabita to him?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Well, it is not wrong. You have to love your Murshid. You have to love your Prophet. You see, people have the wrong idea. They say, oh, if you love your Murshid, you won't have any love for Prophet, or you won't have any love for Allah. They say, if you love Allah, then you won't have any love if you love the Prophet, you won't have any love for Allah. No, because all these ones, they never pull love to themselves. They take that and they divert it, they channel it to the Prophet. That is what it means, Ahl Sunnah. There is a chain. Prophet ﷺ, when he, on the night of Mi'raj, when he went into the Masjid al-Aqsa, and all the prophets, 124,000 of them in the spiritual form, they stood up and they gave salawat to him, welcoming this Nabi. On the night of the Mi'raj in the Masjid al-Aqsa, they got up and they gave him salawats, the way that we are doing it. That is a lost tradition. The way that we're doing it after Jummah, after Zikr. Prophet ﷺ, when he enters and they give salawats to him, he didn't say, yes, you are right, me. When they say, Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina, they're giving praises to him. He enters, what does he say? He says, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah. He takes all of that, bring it to the presence of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And so, if you have a Murshid, you have to love him. Loving him, he will teach us then how to love the Prophet, teaching us how to love Allah properly. And yes, when you see them, you'll be remembering Allah. If you see them and you remember your desires, sometimes they do that. Not in the way that they are pulling your desires, the way the commercial is, but they hold up a mirror. They will take a mirror and they will show you. That is when you know that you're starting to train. If you're still sitting next to a Murshid and you are still flying, then that is a step. There's one step, so many steps. But when you start flying, you come back down a little bit, then you start looking at yourself, start examining yourself, then the real work starts. And that's important for the real work to start. Then you start to see, I have all these qualities, I have all these wrong things, I have all these things that I need to improve on. You start polishing your heart then. You start cleaning yourself up. That is when your station is going to rise in a real way. Don't think that making Rabita to a Shaykh is the way that people are thinking. I just sit like this, proudly, like a Buddha, doing like this or like this, and I'm imagining the Shaykh in front of me sitting like this, and we come together. No, it's not. Everyone's Rabita in reality is different. Everyone's connection is different to the Shaykh. Connect yourself. As much as you are with him, you will make that connection. As much as you remember Allah. Does Allah remember us? Of course Allah remembers us. He remembers us before we remember him. But he's saying, call on me. If you remember me, I will remember you. Fazkurina skurkum. Remember me and I will remember you. If you remember Allah, then Allah will remember us. He's saying in Hadith Qudsi, if you remember Allah alone, Allah will remember you in His divine presence of aloneness. If you remember Allah in a group, Allah will make mention of you in a much more superior group among His angels. He will mention us. Who are we? That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is mentioning us. Really, the believer is going to say, no, I don't fit into that category, of course. Why Allah? Why Sultan is going to remember us? Don't think that Obama is sitting somewhere remembering us. But Allah, yes, He remembers us. So, more that you are remembering Him, more closer you're going to be. More you're remembering the Prophet ﷺ, more closer you're going to be with him. More you are remembering your Shaykh, then that time more closer you're going to be with him. And in order to reach the Prophet and to Allah, seek means to come close to me. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, seek means to come close to me. This is an order from the Ayatul Karimah, from the Quran Karim. Find means. What is the best means to come close to Allah? Holy Prophet. He is the one who is nearest to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. None of the Sahabis say we reach to Allah. None of them. None of them say we know something. None of them say we know Quran. Always they're saying Allah and His Prophet knows. Allah and His Prophet knows. So that should be the manners of the believer. So, however that you want to remember your Shaykh, don't just think you're going to remember your Shaykh sitting down, making a zikr. Remember him. Put him into your life. Put him into your actions. Remember him when you're lifting a piece of rock. Remember him when you are handling some wood. Remember him that way. Then you will find him. This one, hot news. Now some of the signs of the Akhir Zaman discover the gospel of Jesus, they're saying. Right? Gospel of Jesus. Because all the other gospel, we're saying the 4 gospels, they are written by other people. Where is Isa alayhi salam's own words? But in Islam, it is very organized, it's very neat, it's very clean, it's very tidy. We have the words of Allah, we have the words of the Prophet ﷺ. There's Quran and there's Hadith. We don't mix them together. But Bible mixed together. Quran, Hadith, Riwayat, Tafsir, everything, Sirah, they mix it together. We leave it now. That is the Gospels of today. They discovered the Gospel of Isa alayhi salam. The Gospel of Jesus. First words is saying, don't think that the kingdom of God is in brick or in stone. I'm paraphrasing. I didn't memorize the whole thing, but this is what it's saying. Don't think that the kingdom of God, meaning the Allah, the divine presence, the divine court, is in brick or stone, meaning a building, something that is man-made. These are supposed to be the real words of Isa alayhi salam. Pick a piece of rock and you will find me. Lift a piece of wood and you will see me there. Meaning, it is everywhere. It is not contained. But there is an action there too. It's not for nothing that he says pick and lift. You have to do something. When you do, you look, and when you put it, the remembrance into your actions, then that time you will conduct yourself, your life, as if you are in divine presence. It's very heavy. Of course it's very heavy. We cannot do that. It's supposed to be that. Muslims are supposed to have that, isn't it? What is that called? Taqwa? Yes, that is called taqwa. To know that Allah is watching you. That is taqwa. What are the prophets bringing? Anything different? No. They're bringing the same thing. So that is taqwa. But to conduct ourselves as if Allah, we are in divine presence, as if we're in divine presence, it's impossible. It's very difficult. Take a step down. Allah is saying now, in order to get taqwa, to know that your Prophet is watching you. Prophet ﷺ has said in the khutbah, we are saying, every day, He is shown to us our actions. Good actions, He will praise Allah. Bad actions, He will ask forgiveness. He intercedes for us. Right now, as we are speaking, He is interceding for us. So, now, to live and to carry your life as if you are in the presence of the Prophet ﷺ, it's not that easy. Especially if you're not there physically with him. So now he says, I have my waris. Be with them. That will start to train you. Now, murids, yes. To be in the presence of the Shaykh, to conduct your life under the eye, under the gaze, under the tawajjuh of the Shaykh, slowly then, not slowly, very quickly, we understand what it means to be under the tawajjuh of the Prophet ﷺ and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It is very simple, it is very, very deep. So, lift your cup, remember your Shaykh, remember your Prophet, remember Allah. With what? Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Madad Dastur. But saying Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, Madad. Opening door, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, Madad. Sitting down, Bismillah ar-Rahman, Madad. Once you start saying that, you're connecting. Now you're not just saying, okay, now I'm not connecting to my Shaykh. Only when I'm praying, I'm connecting. Only I'm making zikr, I'm connecting. So you're separating your life now. You're saying now, I'm not connecting to my Lord, Allah. Only when I'm praying, I'm connecting to Allah. So we're saying now Allah does not exist in our lives. Separation. Now, once we start separating, isn't that very dangerous when we do that? No. There's nothing to do with religion. This is life. Isn't that very dangerous? Then we're saying to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you are not the Lord, you are not the creator, I am. Isn't that a hidden shirk? May Allah not make us to fall into that. Yes, we are in ghaflat. Yes, we cannot carry that, to know that 24 hours we are. But we're asking for Allah's forgiveness, and we're asking for Allah's mercy to reach us, and for us to become strong, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.